What is going on YouTube or anywhere where you listen to podcasts? Welcome back to the Binkz and Doodle Effect. I am one of your hosts, Binkz, and joined with me as always, DrewskiDoodle right below me, and this week we do have a special guest, Mr. ChrisLG.
What's up, viewers?
He makes a comeback. He's probably our most frequent guest on the podcast, Drew.
I would say so. I would definitely say so.
He loves it. He loves it. Before we get into anything, Rogue Energy. Have to give it a little shout out. I'm going to give this a little shake. We're going to do another live taste test of Rogue Energy. This week's flavor is watermelon. Fun fact, anything watermelon makes me gag. So I can't see myself enjoying this at all. But
entertainment.
You're
the person
see.
I want on.
But Rogue Energy is a premium energy and focus supplement designed to optimize your mental and physical performance. Unlike unhealthy canned energy drinks, powerful supplement can be taken daily for overall improved performance. It's improved formula package and amino acids. It's a healthy way to increase your natural energy. Here we go. Rogue Energy watermelon.
You can hear the fear in his voice about the watermelon thing.
So it smells like a Jolly Rancher, which I can't see being too bad. So even though I do not eat the watermelon Jolly Ranchers, though.
The best one.
Oh.
He didn't throw up. Wow. Okay.
Oh. That may be like the first watermelon thing I've ever enjoyed.
I'm just surprised you didn't throw up.
It doesn't taste like watermelon. It's like it's like a candied watermelon. Which doesn't make sense that it doesn't taste like watermelon, but like it's a candied watermelon. That's actually really good.
All right, well, you win this one, Rogue Energy.
I'm sorry if you were disappointed that I was gonna gag or anything, but damn, that is so much better than last week's flavor of grape. Let me tell you. Wow.
You said grape was good last week.
Grape was good, but this is way better than grape.
Did you finish it?
Wow. What?
Did you finish the grape one last week?
I did. I finished it. I drank it throughout the whole thing. But yeah, if you use the code GETLIVID on the bottom of the screen, you get 5% off your entire order. We recommend the starter pack. You get a shaker cup and a bunch of different flavors to try out. You choose your favorite one. Like I always say, my favorite one is still blue raspberry. It's goated. You're never going to beat it. But moving on, Mr. Andrew. Baseball. Why am I wearing this Indian shirt that you guys see is mirrored, but Discord needs to update so I can change my camera settings. But Cleveland Indians
made a nice little donation.
You guys are the man.
You guys donated, and I mean donated, Francisco Lindor to the New York Mets. For nothing. It's great. Steve Cohen is the master.
Steve Cohen is my
We gave up a mediocre shortstop. A shortstop who's going to be pretty good, but not to the level of Francisco Lindor. And 2 prospects for Francisco Lindor and Cookie Carrasco. Incredible trade. Amazing. The Mets are nuts. It's such a win for the Mets. It's crazy. You got the best shortstop in the game and a very consistent 2 to 3 starter. Awesome.
I hated Rosario, so I'm happy he's gone. I thought he was nothing good. I didn't think he was going to be anything special.
He's a headache in the field. 100%. Absolutely a headache.
He's a headache on the plate too. So
yeah, and Lindor can do it all. So it's really, really, really good. It changes the entire lineup. Truly, it's so much more dangerous now.
If we can get now Springer,
that's a whole.
The game is over. The Mets are going to run the NL.
I already think that the Mets are the second best team in baseball right now on paper, and that would just be even more. Oh God, I hope so.
Well, we definitely can compete with the Dodgers now, because we can all.
The Dodgers are
the best all-around team.
Clear number 1. Yeah,
clearly.
Like I said, it's on paper. The Braves are still nasty, so they still gotta beat the Braves. But on paper, they should absolutely win.
Mm-hmm. It should be a competitive NL East this year, especially if the Marlins play like they did last year. Every
really
team in the National League East can ball. I'm assuming I got to assume that Washington's going to rebound this year. Washington's not going to have another bad year.
They'll be okay. I mean, they got Josh Bell at first base now.
Yeah.
They'll be all right.
But
it's going to be a very good division. The records are not going to be good because they play each other so much. So it's going to be a very competitive division, but there's not going to be a lot of win totals.
I'm excited. I can't wait for baseball season. We
Hell
are
yeah.
told it's going to be a 162-game season by Manfred. So that's exciting on its own, that we're not going to have a shortened season like we were probably all expecting. Hopefully, God willing, we could actually go to a ball game this summer. Wow.
Oh my God.
Dude, I sure hope so. I have $900 in credit, so I sure hope so.
I would love to go have a nice cold beer, eat a nice ballpark frank, and just watch.
Dude, Steve,
baseball.
we'll have unlimited franks because I'm buying the same stupid seats if they open up again.
I need all of that in my life.
Absolutely.
I wonder if the prices are going to be raised.
I think it would be stupid for MLB
I don't
teams
think
to
so.
raise the prices.
I really don't think so. Like, baseball stadiums don't sell out anyway, just because they're so big and most of the games are on weekdays. So I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we could go on like a weekday now.
Essentially.
Yeah. My dad's done working. I mean, your dad would be the only one that would. Oh, actually, no. We work every other day. Never mind.
We could work that out. However, before baseball season, though, we have the NHL. Mr. DrewskiDoodle with his Ranger hat. Please take it away. I know you're excited for hockey, boy. I know.
At the time right now, we are less than 24 hours away from the start of hockey season. NBC Sports has a nice triple header tomorrow, and I'm going to watch every single game. Yeah, super exciting. Pretty insane NHL news, though. 27 players have COVID, and 17 of them are on the Dallas friggin' Stars. So I'm a little upset about that because I love the Dallas Stars. They're going to be awful this season because they don't have Tyler Seguin for the entire year. So I'm not expecting much from the defending Western Conference champions. Who I am expecting a lot from is the New York Rangers. With all their young guns, it's going to be great. It's going to be a very good season. I am not expecting a lot from Sharks forward Evander Kane, who just had to file for bankruptcy. Yeah, a professional athlete with a $50 million contract had to file for bankruptcy. He owes a lot of people a lot of things. I believe he owes a casino in Vegas $2 million.
Oh, man.
Must be nice.
He no, not must be. Oh, not get paid. There's another bank that sued him a week ago. It was another $10 million. I think it said it's $28 million in debt. And the loan that he defaulted on from, I think it was Centennial Bank, the collateral he used was his NHL contract. So that's on the top of my list of stupidest things I've ever heard in my entire life. He might not play this year for a couple different reasons. I don't know what's going to happen with him. You might not see him play ever again just for reasons like this. Clubhouses are not going to want him in their clubhouse. Yeah, I mean, it sucks that he obviously has a gambling problem and needs help, but you have a $50 million contract. You shouldn't have these kinds of problems.
Well, to add to the $50 million contract, he has also made in his career already $52.6 million.
Yeah.
So for you to go bankrupt after already making $52.6 million,
that's a toughie.
You have an issue. You have an issue.
I mean, yeah, you go back in time and look at his posts online. He has stereotypical pictures of him on a Vegas balcony holding straps of $100 bills. That's an early warning sign right there. The dude's not even 30 yet. It's honestly really sad to see because he's a good hockey player. Someone go through that.
I mean, it's his fault.
Yeah, it's still sad though.
I mean.
It is. He obviously has a problem. I mean, it's like seeing someone with alcoholism or something. He has an addiction. And
dude, gambling is so much fun. I feel that.
I mean, yeah, I agree, but I'm not losing $2 million.
I'm losing $50 to just delete the app, but I can't delete the app because I have too much fun. Dude, watching football without betting on it is so boring. That's my problem. That's it right there. That's it. I can't watch a football game without I
There's
game
something on the
last night.
line.
I don't watch any college football, and I'm a dumbass and bet Ohio the money line. So I'm like, there's money.
You actually did that.
See,
I hate you.
I didn't even touch the national championship game. But
After betting on Seattle, there was no way I was going to touch any more football.
If we're moving on to the NCAA, so Alabama won the national championship. So congratulations to Alabama.
Dominated.
Head coach of Alabama, 7-time national champion. He's won the national championship 7 times. So
yeah, I'm just gonna bet on Alabama now. Just bet on them for winning for next year.
The biggest star probably of the game, I mean, beside Jones being, playing absolutely out of his mind, I would have to say
Future Patriot, great.
Devonta Smith, animal. Unbelievable stats, man. It's a shame that he left. Did he break a finger or hand?
I don't remember seeing exactly what happened. I thought he broke his hand. I didn't actually check
out the injury report. I know at the end of the game he came back out and it's like a t-shirt and his whole entire hand was like in a soft.
Yeah, and you wouldn't cover that unless it was something like it was noticeable.
It's like its whole hand, so like it makes me want to think it's not just a finger, like his entire hand.
No, it was a dislocated finger.
And they covered the entire hand.
It was probably just gruesome looking. They wanted to cover the whole thing.
That wasn't a fun have a good career in the NFL.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be very good.
So realistically, where do you think Devonta Smith goes?
I don't know. Honestly, 2 to the Jets. I really don't think the Jets are going to draft a quarterback. I really don't.
The Jets, no, I don't.
No, they're going to take an O. They're going to take an O line.
We're going to get the guy from Oregon State.
Stop it.
We're going to get from Oregon.
No, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Another lineman.
We're going to get the best lineman in the league in college. We will be picking up. I'm looking up his name right now because I forget his name off the top of my head.
Sewell.
Sewell, yeah. We're going to Sewell from Oregon, more than likely. And we're going to have Sewell and Becton on our offensive line.
Becton's a unit, dude.
Yeah, this is the same guy who moved a parked car on his own. Like, was able to push it. So we have now not just Sewell, but Becton. I don't want to hear any lip about the Jets having a terrible offensive line to protect Sam Darnold, because more than likely the Jets are going to stay with Sam Darnold. But we also
you're
have
fine with that.
I'm not. But at the pick 23, it's very difficult for me to fathom that Smith will be there still at 23.
Oh, no shot.
Oh, no shot. He's top 5.
Dude, he's going to go to either like the Eagles. Eagles are going to take him.
No, he's going to Miami, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's definitely going. Like if he goes past Miami, he's gonna be gone in top 6 or whatever the hell, top 5.
I can't fathom him being 23. Yeah. But as I was just quickly saying, if Mac Jones is still at 23, I would love to grab him. However,
he won't be. The Patriots are going to take him at 15.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like Mac Jones goes early.
He's coming to New England. The next Patriot great.
He does. He's gonna be. He'll be good.
Yeah, he'll be solid.
I think I would like to see the Jets then draft the best available wide receiver, or the best available cornerback at 23.
I mean, if you're looking,
that would be what I would like to see. I would actually, and I'm okay with the number 2 pick of Sewell. Rebuild that offensive line to be an absolute wall. And at 23, grab a weapon or a stud defenseman. So
that late, you probably end up with what's that dude from LSU, Terrace Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
He might be available down there, that's a great pickup.
Dude, what happens if the Jets? Let's say Smith goes first to Jacksonville. They just feel like they're gonna keep Gardner Minshew and they're gonna let him ride. Do we take Trevor?
You can't pass on Trevor Lawrence. Any team that passes on Trevor Lawrence doesn't deserve to win.
Don't even think about that scenario, because there's no shot in hell the Jaguars do not draft Trevor Lawrence.
You can't. Trevor Lawrence, as good as Devonta Smith is, Trevor Lawrence is the best player in the college, all around. He is the best player in the draft. There's not even an argument.
Field, bro.
Justin Fields
isn't that good. Everyone is so hyped on Justin Fields. I don't think Justin Fields is good, personally.
He might go 4 to the Falcons. That's possible. Or maybe to the Lions. I don't even. But I see him going 4 to the Falcons, I think. And then, so let's just think about this. So if we have Jacksonville taking Trevor, if he's like you said, if the Jets take that lineman, if Miami does not draft Devonta Smith, which is possible, the Falcons won't because they want a quarterback. That means the Bengals have a chance at Devonta Smith. So you could have a pretty nasty receiving core on the Cincinnati Bengals along with Joe Burrow.
Give Joe Burrow Devonta Smith.
Bro, he'll have AJ Green, T. Higgins, Devonta Smith, and Tyler Boyd.
AJ Green is a washed up.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
But
AJ Green is going to be like an elite wide receiver on the Bengals.
Oh, no, but like think about if you have 4 wide receivers on your team and it's Green, Higgins, Boyd, and Smith, like that's a nice receiving core.
Oh, God, give Joe Burrow the ring now.
I don't want to.
I don't even know if Joe Burrow's going to start. I don't even know if he's coming back. If he's
I think he will.
I don't want to see Devonta Smith go to Miami.
Start.
I
don't want to. I don't want to see the Jets have to deal with him twice a year.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a good point.
You think the Dolphins draft another quarterback?
No. The
Dolphins
Dolphins are going to ride and die with Tua right now. It's his first year, and he was not terrible.
Yeah, and he was coming back from injury. They don't draft him. They're going to draft.
Tua's not that bad. And it was his literal
you rather
first
have
year.
Tua or Darnold?
Tua, not even a question.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Come on, dude.
Are you insane?
Darnold's correct, dude.
Oh, God,
if I will say though, Miami will not draft Devonta Smith. If the Jets come out of left field and take Justin Fields second, I think then Miami would draft that lineman. But I don't see that happening anyway.
I'm going to go out and say if the Jets draft Justin Fields, I actually will get rid of every single Jet merchandise.
Why are you copying me, dude?
No, like I will. I say I will. I'm done. Like if we pick up Fields is going to be like fucking Darnold. He is not an NFL. He's not going to be good. I'm telling you right now, Fields is not going to be good. I've watched him. He's not going to be good. We just lost Chris's visual. Here we go.
I literally didn't even move.
Going forward, though, with the NFL, Buffalo Bills, first playoff win, 25 years.
Through the tables, baby.
You know how crazy? Let me just pull it up. Do you know how crazy these playoffs are?
How crazy, baby?
Let me tell you.
Well, it's definitely going to be an exciting divisional round.
Oh yeah.
Especially in the AFC.
And
there's a nice little
all matchups.
There's a nice little story coming along in the NFC too. So
I'll do tell when we get to that.
You know, it's what you know. You're just not thinking of it. Hey, Chris, what do we got here?
We have a lot of dead.
I'll pull it up in a second.
Andrew, Bills. They look dominant.
I still am picking them to go to the Super Bowl. And my reasoning right now is they dropped just about 30 on the best, if not second or third best defense in football from the regular season. Leads me to believe they could drop 40 on Kansas City. Kansas City could obviously easily drop 40 on them, so it's going to be a shootout. I'm just taking the Bills. Josh Allen, like Patrick Mahomes is obviously insane, but Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs are just on fire right now. And I think the Bills defense is a little better than Kansas City's.
So I think the Bills look absolutely dominant on offense. I think their defense, though, if they get to the AFC Championship game, I'm gonna have to go on a limb and say the Chiefs will be going to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah,
it is going. That matchup is going to be a shootout. What are we looking
at? Yeah, that's the story.
I know that story. Yes.
Do you see this picture?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
We see these pictures. Anyway,
wait,
I don't know if the Bills in a shootout against the Chiefs, because the Chiefs have so many more weapons than the Bills do, that if the Bills can compete or keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know if any team can keep up with the Chiefs right now, to be honest with you.
Do you know how crazy this division round is, dude?
It's
the Green Bay Packers, probably the best offense
this
in the
guy
league.
Totally going off topic of what we're discussing here. My God.
Last
time we have you on the show. And Andrew, I just want to hear, the Bills defense, yes, I think arguably better than the Chiefs. Chiefs offense, I think, way better than the Bills' offense. And in a shootout, but Josh Allen still has a lot. He as good as he been. He's still. I think he still needs to get his accuracy down just a little bit more, and I think some of the moves he does and some of the things he does could hurt the Bills in the long run in some of the decisions he makes as quarterback. I think he still needs to develop a little bit more. And in a shootout, I think the Chiefs are just going to overwhelm the Bills. I mean, you know what I mean?
So I don't think so. Obviously, the Bills' defense is slightly better. The Bills, and then don't get me wrong, the Chiefs' offense is better. I don't think it's as overwhelming as a difference as some people think. I think the Buffalo run game is better, especially with Clyde out. Zach Moss is underrated. Devin Singletary is underrated.
I love Singletary,
and I just love him. I love short running backs.
I do. Good old Sproles.
Obviously the Chiefs have this slew of wide receivers, but honestly, so do the Bills. John Brown is back. John Brown is also very underrated. We all know what Stephon Diggs can do, and the third down guru Cole Beasley. The biggest advantage that the Chiefs have is at tight end, and that's obvious. Travis Kelce's a wide receiver. So I think the game just honestly comes down to how well the Bills can contain Travis Kelce. Because I think in all other facets, if you take Kelce out of it, the Bills have the better offense. But Kelce is a gigantic X factor.
I would argue that just because of how you have the fastest wide receivers in the entire game, all on like the Chiefs. Like every single wide receiver on the Chiefs is faster than a receiver on the Bills, arguably.
They are.
And that's a huge factor when it comes to trying to keep up with that offense. I don't know. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be an absolute shootout, but I think the Chiefs win, and I think the Chiefs win by 2 possessions.
Dude, you guys are talking so many weeks in advance. You guys think like
I think it's going to be Bills Chiefs AFC.
Yeah, come on.
Realistically, I mean, I think.
Yeah. You think Lamar is going to get shut down by Josh Allen?
I have been saying that Lamar Jackson is overrated since he's drafted. Yes, he's been a little hot.
You want to put a bet down on that?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
Lamar Jackson's not making it to the AFC Championship game, and I would put a lot of money on that. But we can discuss that off camera. But realistically speaking, it's going to be the Bills and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. I can't see a situation where it's not going to be the Bills and Chiefs.
The Browns are going to win.
Stop it.
For the NFC, real quick, Chris, you can show your graphic now. We can discuss that.
I lost it now.
So you have the Saints and the Bucks. That's going to be a phenomenal game. I think the Bucks win.
I'm taking the Bucks.
After watching the Saints struggle against the Bears,
I can't wait for Tom Brady.
I think the Bucks win.
I think they do too.
I think after that game, I think the Bucks have a small outside shot of actually going to the Super Bowl.
Tom Brady has now flipped the switch
inside.
Yeah, the Brady has now flipped the switch into playoff mode. That's got to be a known thing. Leonard Fournette looks really good, and obviously that receiving core looks good. That's nothing new, and the defense doesn't look as shitty as it's been since week 6.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to deal with Kamara, dude.
Come on, shut up. So Michael Thomas is the big guy back on campus, but
dude, I can't wait for the Rams to beat Green Bay and Steve Price when he can't see a fucking.
No, stop it. The Rams are not beating Green Bay. They should not have beaten Seattle.
Jalen Ramsey is going to put Aaron Rodgers on watch. He's going to make sure that Aaron Rodgers is not going to complete any passes to Devonta Adams, and Devonta Adams is going to get shut down, which is so depressing for me because I picked Devonta Adams in a playoff league, but I also have the Rams defense. I mean,
Devonta Adams will run all over Jalen Ramsey at will.
You think, dude, Metcalf?
There is a difference between Devonta Adams, who's been in the league for a while, and DK Metcalf, who was a rookie.
Don't you dare compare Metcalf to Devonta Adams. Think about what you're going to say very carefully.
Yeah, you're right. That's why I stopped, dude. But Devonta Adams, I hope this game is a legit shootout, but I don't think it's gonna be a shootout
The Rams don't have the offense.
because the Rams don't have offense. Yeah.
Well, I
But I
think
also-
Goff sucks, and I have said Goff sucks for a long time.
Oh, no one's arguing with you.
no,
on
I'm
Goff
just saying
suck.
Goff is terrible.
And therefore, their biggest offensive weapon would be Cam Akers, and the Saints' run defense is good. I don't see that
They
carrying.
held Montgomery to under 66 yards.
Yeah, that was a game.
And
That was an
Montgomery's
interesting-
on fire.
He is.
You
It's
guys
pretty
really
impressive to
skip-
slow him down.
You guys really skipped right over the Kansas City Browns. I just saying Kansas City's gonna win.
We did-
Dude,
'Cause they
the
are.
First of all, the Browns are they're a pretender. They beat a terrible Pittsburgh team. Let's call
I
it
will say the Browns are my new favorite team.
The
Dude,
Pittsburgh Steelers would have lost to any team in the playoffs. The Pittsburgh Steelers were the worst team in the entire playoff bracket in both conferences. I said this to Andrew last week. The Steelers would lose to
you're not
every single
wrong,
person.
dude.
The Browns had a
Browns-
very easy matchup. The Browns beat up on a terrible, terrible team.
The Browns
They're
didn't
not
have a
going to do the
coach.
same. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do
Bro,
the same
Baker?
thing to. No.
Baker is gonna fucking go in there and just start slinging the juice. Kareem Hunt's gonna start. Running.
Juice.
He's gonna start running, and the Chubbinator is gonna take it to the house multiple times. And who Kelsey's
Why
gonna
are you
do?
standing?
Because I got hyped. The Browns are gonna upset Kansas City. I am calling it here first, and if they don't, everyone knew I was gonna be wrong. But if they
Okay,
weren't,
so they're not, but they're my new favorite team because they beat those bitch ass Steelers. I hate them so much. They're awful.
Corvette.
Stop it. They got everything they deserved. Chase Claypool can go jump off a cliff. The little sore loser, little bitch.
No, that's why you gotta hope the Browns win. So now Chase Claypool can eat his words saying they're gonna get off this week. They're not. Gonna
Don't get me wrong. I would love for the Browns to win the whole thing, but come on. I'm not on cocaine. They're not going to beat the Chiefs.
Dude, they're gonna beat the Chiefs.
They're not going to beat
Okay. So if we gave the Chiefs are good. You know, they're probably the best team.
That's
But
a hot take.
The Browns, you know what they got, Drew?
What?
You hear that? Heart.
Kareem Hunt?
They got heart.
Chris,
Drew.
I would bet the Chiefs at a minus 17.5 spread against the
I wouldn't do
Browns.
that. But they're going to win.
I will bet you $50 right now, and I'll take the 17.
Anyway, Andrew, please go on your rant about the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know you're itching to do it.
They deserved to get stomped on. They did get stomped on. I hope Juju drops his phone in a river and can't re-download TikTok ever again. It made me so irrationally angry, his comments about the Browns. He's just fueling them, giving them something to play for. Saying they're just gray faces. They did this to the Browns. Well, the Browns just smacked you. And then after you lose, Chase Claypool will be like, oh, it's okay, they'll get smacked next round. That's irrelevant. You just got smacked by them. If you got smacked by someone else who gets smacked, what does that make you? Shut up.
You see, I want to counter that because unlike you, Andrew, I freaking love what Pittsburgh did and said like Juju dancing and celebrating and taunting on the logo. I live for that. I love that type of trash talk. And the only thing is, if you're gonna do that, you have to walk the walk though, and the Steelers just couldn't walk the walk. So now if say Kelsey danced on the Browns logo, even though it's not going to be in Cleveland, but Kelsey dancing on the Browns logo, Kelsey's going to come and he's going to talk the talk, he's going to walk the walk. I love that type of trash talk. I see nothing wrong in trying to humiliate your opponent. I don't care for sportsmanship. Stick it to him. Talk your shit. Let's go. But then come to play. Don't drop an egg and make yourself really look like an idiot, because then it's an embarrassment. So I personally love everything Juju has done. I personally love everything Juju did. I think Claypool is right. They are gonna get smacked. Because I would be saying the same thing. I'd be like, listen, you beat us, but you guys are gonna get your ass kicked next week, so it doesn't matter. That's also the type of player I would be if I was like in the league. So,
But
I mean, you guys play softball with me. I don't even shake anyone's hand.
Yeah, we do.
So,
You're toxic, though.
so like
Well-
you understand where I come from. I love that. So that's
So
just me.
nobody, not a single player who can walk the walk is going to do shit like that. Not one, because they got nothing to prove. And not to you won't see Travis Kelce do that because he actually has respect for the other players in the league. Not to mention, Chase Claypool is a goddamn rookie. Where does he get off doing that? He's a rookie. I'm coming from someone who is a hockey perspective on things. He would get demolished. He would get absolutely crapped on. It's awful. And I don't know what their schedule's like next year, but whoever plays them week 1, I hope we knock his lights out. Absolutely KO him. Target. I don't care. Put him down.
Chase
Love it.
Claypool
Same with Juju.
falls- If
I
Chase
love it.
Claypool falls down to like 12th round, and you have to pick up a wide receiver, would you pick him up?
No.
Really? I
Crazy.
hate that much that you would ruin your
Crazy.
fantasy. fucking
Crazy.
lineup.
No, and also, not to mention, I wouldn't want any receiver on the Steelers just because it's weird. There's too many of them. They're all mediocre. They all look at Juju doing all this dancing, even though he's been mediocre at best after Daddy Antonio left, who took all the best corners away from him.
Corbett.
Shut up. Go Browns.
No, don't go Browns, go Chiefs.
Well, yeah, not go.
But
Go Browns up until this week.
moving on to a topic that you wanted to do, Andrew. Chris, you're gonna be a little like we'll let you go last, Chris, because like you're gonna have to actually think about it. Me and Andrew had the pleasure of kind of thinking about it all day today, but we want to say, what is your top? Who are the top 5 New York athletes as of right now? What would you say your top 5 is? Andrew, your topic, you go first.
All right. So there's going to be one big snob here. Some people might have a problem with it. I don't think either of you are going to have a problem with it. Saquon Barkley is not in the top 5. I don't know if you're going to have a problem with that.
Nope.
I don't think you would.
Not my top 5, so go on.
Okay. So, number 5, I have Aaron Judge. When he's on the field, he's a monster. If he didn't have such fielding prowess, I probably wouldn't have had him on the list, but he's such a Gold Glove talent. Absolutely belongs on the list.
Is that number 5 or number 1? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Number five.
Number 5. Okay.
Question: Is this current
Yeah.
players?
Current,
New York
yes,
players,
right now.
yes.
Number 4, Josh Allen. People are not going to think of him, but it's Buffalo. It's New York.
No, he's in my top 5, so.
He's
the
nasty.
first-
What
when
else?
you brought up that question, that was the first person I thought it was Josh Allen.
Like, yeah, he's got to be on the list. He's nasty. We can talk. We've spoken about
Buffalo's
him.
savior, dude.
He's
Buffalo's savior.
he's that good. Number 3, Kevin Durant. He's probably the best player in basketball currently. Maybe not LeBron, instead of LeBron James or whatever, but he's nasty. Part of the reason the Nets are one of the best teams in basketball. Number 2, Artemi Panarin. Dude's disgusting. We saw him first year on a new team with the Rangers. 95 points. Helped Mika Zibanejad score 41 goals. He's one of the absolute best players in the NHL. And number 1, almost a 3-time Cy Young winner, Jacob deGrom. He's the best pitcher in baseball, has been the best pitcher in baseball for years. What else is there to say about him? Dude's a master of pitching and obviously a future Hall of Famer.
I like it. I don't have any basketball players in my top 5 because I think basketball players are the biggest bitches in sports because they jam their finger and like they cry and come off the court for like 3 seconds, for 3 minutes. But my top 5. It's funny. My number 5 is going to be a Yankee as well, but it's not Judge. Granted, power hitter, awesome, Gold Glove talent, probably the like top 3 best arms in the outfield. Like, not even that man could throw a dime from the foul pole to third base without a hop.
Yep.
Like unbelievable arm. But he is so. I don't think he's ever played a full season. He is.
That was almost what kept me from putting him on mine.
So injury prone, which brings me to another Yankee who is probably the best pickup the Yankees have signed in the past 5 years. Do you know who I'm going with?
Is it DJ LeMahieu?
DJ LeMahieu.
Who they are possibly about to lose? Yes.
DJ LeMahieu, I think, would be number 5 right now in New York. I also don't have Saquon Barkley, just because
Injury prone, just like Judge.
I wouldn't say injury prone. I mean, he had the one
But
bad injury, but
he hasn't played.
I've seen him live when he was in Penn State, and that man was a beast. But he hasn't really proven himself to me yet. I'm sure maybe if we had this discussion in a year or two, he would be a top 5 athlete in New York right now. With that being said, I'm going to take Josh Allen at number 4. I think he has potential to be moving up from number 4 with, more maturity and learning the game a little bit better and, working on some of his decisions. But Josh Allen's an absolute stud. I think he was the best quarterback in that draft class with, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson. I think he's hands down the best quarterback to go through that. With that, then next being said, number 3, technically Lindor is now a New York Met. So I would like.
You're right.
I like to think, Lindor, number 3. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Ncaa. And then number 1, we're gonna share DeGrom.
Yeah, I figured that we would.
I can't fathom anyone being number 1 other than Jacob DeGrom.
It's hard to say.
Without question.
Yeah, and I do agree with you with Lindor. The only reason he's not on there is because he hasn't played a game yet. But I agree that he's in there.
If we're going off of Cleveland, I'm going to say he's one of the top 5. I wanted to put Cole in as well. I was kind of flip-flopping between Cole and DJ LeMahieu, but I feel like LeMahieu has proven more as a Yankee than Cole has.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. 100%.
So that, you can argue the list definitely a little bit, but that would be...
It's hard. Once you get past the top 3, it's difficult.
Well, I think unanimously Jacob DeGrom would be number 1 with even a lot of people's, books. Yeah. But Chris, do you even know 5 New York athletes that are good?
And none of them are on the Jets, so it's really hard for you.
Not that hard. I'd probably give my honorable mention number 6. I'd probably go Mick Foley. Good New York legend athlete. Just think about that, Drew. Got put through Hell in a Cell, got knocked off by The Undertaker, still
I don't know if I'd call him a current athlete.
I think your list becomes irrelevant that you're giving WWE as, athletes, but okay.
It was an honorable mention. Number 5, probably go Saquon. My man's a unit out there. Have you seen those thighs? Probably crushes 3 watermelons before a game. 4... I'll do Kevin Durant. Thinking about it now, he's a pretty big stud if I had to go from basketball terms. I like Kevin Durant. That's a good 4. 3. I'll do Judge. Judge was a good one. I like that at 3. Obviously, 1's DeGrom. And number 2, I'm gonna get Pistol Pete. The home run derby winner.
He didn't even
the man's a polar bear.
Josh Allen didn't even make his top 5.
The Josh Allen snub.
Oh, God, I forgot about Josh Allen. Don't forget Aaron Judge out of here. I don't give a shit. Put Josh Allen at 3.
Okay, so...
No, wait, never mind. Put Josh Allen at 2. Let me fix it. Bro, you guys had all day to think about this.
I know. And
then you hit me with the fucking... And then I was thinking of really... And then I had Mick Foley in my head, because I know he's from New York, and I was like, let me get a good laugh, but no one laughed, and it made me feel stupid, so I'm going to throw you off course. So, okay, let me restart it. 1 is DeGrom, 2 is Josh Allen, 3 is Pistol Pete. God, I love that man. Man's just a unit, 4...
Home run record.
Yeah, damn right. He still is, because there wasn't on this year. We'll do 4s. course, I guess Judge is pretty fucking huge. I see him everywhere. He's all over the fucking commercials. And then, you know what? Instead of Kevin Durant at 5, I'm gonna make Saquon Barkley 5. The man's got nice thighs.
You trying to throw?
Happy that you're going off thigh radius.
Yeah. Nice thighs makes you, a great athlete.
Oh, dude, have you seen those things?
No, I've seen them.
I mean, he's a running back, so you kind of need those kind of legs.
Yeah, they would crush my body if you squeezed. But
bro, it'd be worse than like a boa constrictor going around your neck. Like that thing would fucking like.
Yeah. Put your top 5 down in the comments. We would love to hear your top 5. We would love to see what you guys think are the best, top 5 New York athletes as of right now. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Andrew, you have any parting words for us?
I can't believe you guys didn't have Pistol Pete on the freaking top 5, but you had Lindor.
Listen,
he had a good rookie year and he sucked last year, so like we're not.
I disagree with the suck last year, but he's not great in the field, so I didn't want to put him in.
He's not good in the field.
There is a lot of talent in New York for how bad most of the teams are, so it's hard to crack the top 5. And I'm a big Pete guy.
Either you're great in the field or you're great with the bat. My man's pretty good with the
Alonso
spin.
is never going to win a Gold Glove.
A lot of people are both, like Francisco Lindor. So,
but it has won a home run derby.
He's not going to hit 45 home runs. He's also not going to strike out that many times. It's okay. We can have balance here.
He's also not going to make that many errors on the field, but we'll call a spade a spade.
Listen,
Andrew,
like I said, I'm a big Pete guy. Let's go Rangers.
Let's go Rangers.
About to stomp on the Islanders on Thursday.
Rangers Islanders, yes. Let's go Rangers.
First of 8 times this year.
Let's go.
I don't know if I can mentally handle it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Browns.
Good. Chris, any parting words? Let's go Browns. Yeah.
Dude, the Browns are gonna win. Give me the +7. I don't even need the +17. I'll take -7 on the Browns.
Okay.
Okay, I'm out. Peace.
All right, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Leave a like, comment your top 5 best New York players right now. Comment down below if you think the Chiefs are going to beat the Browns or if the Browns are going to beat the Chiefs. So I would love to hear your input on that as well. If you're listening to wherever you listen to podcasts, give us a 5-star review. If we see it, we will give you a shout out on the following podcast. Make sure you turn on notifications. We upload every Wednesday at 3 p.m. And until next week, guys. Peace out.
Deuces.